What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Nicole, the creator of More Salt Please, and I normally do cooking videos, but today I'm gonna switch it up and we're gonna be talking about something different. I recently released a cookbook, an ebook, and it's called Prep Like a Chef. If you want to buy it, its link is in the bio. This isn't a long promo for my book. I wanted to actually talk about the lessons I learned while I was creating it, and also the things that I noticed about myself and learned about myself. Because I recently had someone ask me the other day, what was the hardest part about making this ebook? And they were surprised by my answer because it wasn't actually like doing the logistics of it, where you like type out all the recipes, taking the pictures and all that stuff. Like taking the pictures, styling the food, like that actually was really fun for me, and it helped reignite my love for food styling and food photography. But the hardest part about launching it for me, and I think for a lot of people who ever launches a product or a service or a course or a class or whatever it is, it's actually like getting over all of the mental blocks that you put into your head of why you can't do it, or the obstacles that are like in your way that actually aren't there, or you're worrying about things that you shouldn't be worrying about at this stage. And it's all of this mental stuff that you psych yourself up about. You get imposter syndrome. You think, who am I to do this? Who am I to write a book? Who am I to sell a book? I'm supposed to ask people for money for this? Like, you just feel weird, and it's like, I'm uncomfortable with this. And that's the whole thing. Like, it's an uncomfortable place to be because you've never been there before. You've never done it. So it's uncharted territory. The biggest challenge that I had to overcome was just believing that I could actually do it. And even if I did fail at it, as in like I didn't sell a lot of copies, or something went catastrophically wrong in the process of launching it, I would have learned so much along the way that next time I went to launch something like this or something similar, I would have learned from my past mistakes. When you have this big goal or something that you're striving for, a lot of times we think of like the finished product, like, oh my God, how the hell are we, or am I gonna be able to achieve that or get to that point? And we psych ourselves out and we get into this like analysis paralysis where we're thinking of all these things and all these scenarios that will go wrong. But the key, and something that has helped me, is that I literally just think of the next step that I need to take. Whatever it is, the next step to your goal. And it could be a tiny one too. It could be just like messaging someone on Instagram for advice, or Googling one thing that day about it. And then after that, you can ask yourself, okay, who or what or how can I accomplish this next step? That's literally it. And then bit by bit, you'll get through it. After you get to that step, then you ask again, well, what's the next step after this? And so on and so forth. So that really has helped me because I am a chronic overthinker and someone who overanalyzes things when I don't need to. And I think a lot of people, especially in this day and age where there's so much information that we're taking in, there's a lot that we know about, but there's not a lot that we actually take action on and execute on. And knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge and execution of that knowledge is power. If you don't do anything with the knowledge that you have, it doesn't mean shit. And really, it's all about that momentum that you get in the beginning and like carrying it through to the end, which is so hard to do. A lot of people start things, like they start lots of different things. My dog is walking in the background. People start a lot of things and they don't finish it because they lose that momentum. And then there's some people who just have trouble starting things because they're so perfectionistic about every little detail. They want it to be perfect before they launch it. But the key is to just really like start doing it and taking those steps toward that goal when you're excited about it. And then once it's out there, you can like take a step back, adjust, and then relaunch it or edit it or, you know, make something better in the future. And as you go through the motions, you learn how to get better. But the key is just to start. And if you're someone who has no problem starting things, but someone who has trouble finishing things, you gotta focus on finishing the thing that you've started and using that momentum to go to the finish line. And then something else that I learned was that you need help. Like, you need to hire good people if you are able to, or just like have a friend kind of teach you things. Like, you need advice from outside people. You're not an island. Whatever you do, do, whatever you accomplish, whatever you launch, whether it's a product or a service or whatever it is, like a merch line, you're gonna need outside people giving you input, whether it's a coach, a mentor, or someone who's just like helping you do things to make your life easier, like designing a website. Like if you're not a graphic designer or a web developer or whatever, like why are you designing a website? Obviously you can get like a super simple Wix website or Squarespace or whatever, but if you're trying to do this big thing and you don't know how to do something and you don't have any desire to learn how to do that skill, then hire someone who knows how to do it, because they can probably do it way faster than you. It can save you so much time, and yeah, it'll cost money, but think about how many hours you would have spent learning how to do that thing, and you probably wouldn't have even been that good at it. So I definitely hired people to help me. I hired someone to take pictures of me. I did the styling and the photographing of all the food, but I had someone take pictures of me like in my kitchen and, you know, being all chefy and stuff. And that was amazing. And then I had someone format the book for me, which was such a relief because I was stressing over that for so long. I don't know how to do that. I didn't want to figure out how to convert something into a PDF and then what format to put. I was just like, no, I cannot do that. So I hired someone to do it for me, and it was amazing. It worked out really well. So do research, ask around, see the type of people, like, you know, test things out, do a trial run with someone, and hire people to do the stuff that you don't want to do. That's like the biggest thing that I learned, I mean, in the past year, but especially doing this book. Oh my God, it was a lifesaver. So anyway, that's basically all that I wanted to talk about today. I hope it inspired you in some way or helped, you know, get off your ass and like start doing something. I don't care what it is. It could be a podcast, a YouTube channel. You need to use that momentum of that excitement of like starting something and follow through with it. Who cares if it's not perfect? Nothing will be perfect. My ebook isn't perfect. There's typos in it and little things that I look at it today and I'm like, it drives me nuts. But who fucking cares? It's out there. It happened. People bought it. And there are copies that people have downloaded to their phone and computer that have typos in it. And you know what? You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. And then the next ebook that you put out or whatever it is, you'll do better next time. All right, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below if you want to hear more about stuff like this, or I don't know. Let me know. I mean, I love talking about mindset stuff because it really does change everything about our life once we change our perspective on things. So anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Take care of yourself, eat good food, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Diet Coke ain't good for the soul. Give me that orange soda. Give me a grape like you see in the movies. Bubble to the top like a smoothie, you'll see. I'll do you like a 9 to 5. Wake up rested like a Gemini.